Hey guys, welcome back to Mudwing Gaming. I just wanted to show you guys all the awesome Lego haul that I got. They aren't quite real Lego, just so you guys know that, but they're still pretty good for being knockoffs. Just wanted to explain why I haven't been uploading recently. School's been really tough, along with football. I've just been really busy, and this is the first time I've actually been able to get a video up and going. Okay, so we're going to start off with the First Order Stormtrooper. All in all, it's a great figure. Arms are a bit stiff and hard to move, but the riot shield as well as the gun look pretty good. The gun doesn't have the Lego part on it right there where it usually does. And it just looks a bit more plasticky and fake than the real Lego one, but it's still a pretty good figure. The helmet on it, I was looking at my other one, and it is supposed to have these two bumps to the side. They're a bit hard to see, but that one bump in the middle right there, that it's not supposed to be there. It kind of bugs me. Just kind of a real reason it shows that it's fake. Arm printing's pretty good, and the printing on the front and back is pretty good. I like them quite a bit. So all in all, I'd probably give this like an 8 out of 10 just because of how stiff the arms are and the piece on the top that shouldn't be there. Second one I'm wanting to go over is the Super Battle Droid. I've not had one of these in my collection, so this is my first one. I'm not quite sure what they're supposed to look like because I've never had one before, but I think that it's pretty good. It looks about the same to pictures that I've seen of other ones, so that makes me pretty happy about that. The range of motion for the legs, though, it only goes a little bit. I'm not quite sure if that's how it's supposed to be. And the arms, the range of motion, they're nice and stiff, which I like for these ones. So I think that is pretty good. I would give this a 9 out of 10. It's a bit hard to see on this, but the coloring of this is a bit off, I would say. I'd say it would be a little bit lighter in true Legos, but other than that, it's still a really good figure. And the next one I'm wanting to show is the regular B2 or B1 Battle Droid. I'm not quite sure, I can't remember. It's an okay figure. It's definitely not the Lego ones. The arm pieces, they just fall off a lot easier, and they're not as stiff, they're really loose. This arm especially. I might go into my collection that I've got and just trade out the arms. And maybe the top I might color or something, like with the one back there. And then the head, I mean, it's okay. It's not the greatest. It comes off really easily. And the gun itself is pretty good, but it's got a little bit of plastic right here that I'm wanting to fix. So I might take and use some scissors on it just so it looks better. And sorry about the change in the coloring from the video. My phone isn't doing the greatest, but it works pretty good. The next one that I'm wanting to show is this last droid that I got. It's an Astromech. I like it. It's really nice. Nice and stiff on the leg joints, which I like for it. All in all, the printing is pretty good on the body, but the head, it's starting to chip off a little bit in those places. And it's not straight, which bugs me the most. I like them a lot similar to these guys. Let's see if I can get my finger there, back here. Those droids right there, they're pretty good. I just like the head a bit more straight, but other than that, it's really great printing and it looks really good. Definitely gonna have to use this in my next stop motion that I'm gonna make. I'm gonna go over Kylo Ren real quick, not a ton. I already have a Kylo Ren. You can see it back there a bit. The blade is definitely not as good, and one thing I was wanting to show is that the hilts they don't look the same as the other Lego Star Wars hilts. They look a bit different, cheaper and stuff. The hair for Anakin and Kylo Ren, I mean, it's good. It's just a little bit too shiny and plasticky for my liking, along with the capes. This one, I think, is starting to rip a little bit. It's just a cheap plastic material. But the body printing, other than that, it looks really good. The arms are a bit stiff and hard to move, along with the hands. But other than that, it looks really good, and I like it quite a bit. Although one thing I will say is that this one's a lot better. I actually think these might be authentic No, never mind. They aren't. They are not authentic. But they look very similar. With this one not as much, but with the other ones, the pants don't hold on to the legs very well. Yikes. The legs don't hold on to the shirt very well. But other than that, it's still a pretty good minifigure. Darth Maul is probably the worst one out of all of them. You can kind of see right here the hilt compared to a regular Lego Star Wars hilt is just off-colored and doesn't look that great. On some of these blades, let me see if I can get a blade here. There we go. Some of them, they have air pockets and bubbles in them. I don't mind that as much. It doesn't matter really. But these blades look really good compared to the other ones. But let's go to the actual minifigure himself. The arm printing, I like a lot. I love that these minifigures have arm printing. I think that's super cool. The back and front printing of his torso, it looks really good. I like it quite a bit. I think that it's a bit too dark. I think it would need to be a bit lighter. Along with the face printing. It's a bit hard to see, but it doesn't look accurate. His mouth and his eyes just don't look good. And the horns piece right here, there's a piece missing there as well as back there, I believe. Yeah. So just other than that, it's a great minifigure. But other than that, it isn't my favorite. It's definitely the least out of all of these, or my least favorite out of all of these. I'd probably give this like a 5 or a 6. And we're going on to Darth Sidious now. This is probably one of my favorite ones. Probably top. Yeah, I guess these ones right here are my favorite ones. But he's pretty good. He's got the cool lightning pieces. His arms are a bit stiff and hard to use. And his legs don't hold on the same as regular Lego minifigures do. They just come off really easily. Although as I was putting it together, the cape was actually ripped, so I took an old fabric cape that I had and used, and just looking at these two, the difference in them, just the look and the texture, you can just see them. They just don't look the same. The ones that I got from the fake pack, they just weren't that great. I obviously prefer the fabric ones, and even just making your own out of paper, those were just as good. I do really like the hood. So the hood is pretty good. It's a bit shinier compared to the regular Lego Star Wars. And the head for this, it's okay. It's not my favorite. It's definitely not the best, but it's pretty good compared to the rest of the heads. One thing I did want to show you with this one, it originally did have the black head, and I'm going to show you guys with Darth Vader. It did have a regular black head, but because there's pieces that were showing out on Darth Vader, I changed out the heads. So right here is Darth Vader. Lightsaber's not the greatest. I mean, it still works. And the cape, I've gone over that. It's not the best. The printing for it, though, still really good. It looks really cool. And with the helmet, so with it, there's a couple of gaps right here that you can see. Bit hard to see with my lighting. Let's see if we can get that. There's a couple of gaps right there. It's a 2-piece helmet, and with it, the white head just kind of showed through, so I kind of exchanged it for a different, better head. Sorry, trying to fix my camera right there. I do prefer the black head on this one. It still looks really good. I like it quite a bit. So yeah, there is just that I was pointing out. I will definitely need to be making a stop motion with Darth Vader and Sidious very soon. General Grievous is probably my favorite one out of all of these. The painting on him, it just looks super cool. The way that his head and his arms move, they're a lot stiffer, which I like for the droids, and they just work a lot better than the regular ones. Trying to fix my camera there again. It's not doing very good. But the lightsabers on this, there's a bunch of air pockets that you can see on them, which, I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm not a fan of, but it's okay. He definitely has the capability of being good. His legs are pretty cool. I like the way that they are. They're very similar to the Darth Maul back there that I've got. A bit hard to see because of the way that my camera is working. Although my one thing is that he's not taller than any of the Lego figures, which that just kind of bugs me. But other than that, it's still a great minifigure. Probably a 9 out of 10 again. And my last one that I got is Anakin from Revenge of the Sith. He's got the terrible cape again. I might have to go through and exchange these or make paper ones just to make them look better. The lightsabers, this one looks really good. The hilt is obviously not the best. The arms, they're not as stiff as the other ones, although they're still pretty stiff. I might exchange those sometime. The hands, they're still pretty stiff, although I think they're compatible with other Lego arms, so I might try that out sometime. The body printing, it looks really good, and I like the hair a lot. It's a bit hard to get off with these knockoffs. I can't get it off on camera right here, but the hair, it blocks up a second face that he has on the back. But all in all, I'd say this is a pretty good, there we go. All in all, I would say this is a pretty good Lego set. I think I got it for like 20 bucks, and it came with the 10 figures, so not terrible pricing, not bad at all. I really do like it. It's not bad. It's obviously not the best, and some of the characters I've got repeats of, but other than that, it's pretty good. So just wanted to share this with you guys. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys later.